start, shall we? Well, I actually already got started anyway, but... just wanted to make sure some things were right.
I guess we're both burnt out, 'cause something isn't right, I know.
Yo. How's it going, user?
Can tell me what went wrong. Seize the day, take your time.
Yo.
Find a way.
Ray Nagasaga.
Sleep at night.
You're back.
Find a way. I'm so
Apple juice or orange juice? Gonna have to go with orange juice. I love apple juice as well, but if I drink too much of it, it gives me a stomach ache. Orange juice, I don't think I've ever had a stomach ache from drinking orange juice, so that's really a safe bet for me. Hey, how's it going, Person 420? Started live streaming on Twitch, huh? How's it going on Twitch? I know things have been kind of rocky with the whole music thing and people getting banned randomly, but it's working out for you. Good on it. But yeah, how is it over on Twitch?
you couldn't get enough. Seize the day, take your time, find a way. Sleep at night, search the light, find a way. I'm so confused right now, baby. Didn't work for us, didn't work for us.
Makes sense.
Guess it's
You have to ban 2/3 of rebels. You did that side mission? Actually, how many side missions are in No More Heroes 3? There's that one where you ban the apple pie, right? That's one. Second one, there's like a robot on a beach. I want to say there's a third. Yeah, there's a third one. There's one where there's like a grandpa. His daughter's like a magical girl or something. And I think that's it, right? There's just 3 side missions in No More Heroes 3? Or side stories, rather. I know some other people that have their roof of their mouths itch when they eat bananas. Not allergic, by the way, but it's strange, really. How's it going, logistics? I tune into Twitch every once in a while. I do follow a lot of people on there. I mean, I used to try to stream over there, but once the controversy started rolling, I'm like, I'm good. YouTube's not perfect either, but their shenanigans I'm used to. Twitch, it's brand new ball field, I think.
From the dusty mesa.
I think there's only 3. And I don't think you get anything from doing the side missions. They're just kind of little insights into Travis's character.
She twines her spines up slowly towards the boiling sun. And when I touched her skin.
But yeah, without getting into spoilers, I guess, you know, for now, yeah, what'd you think of No More Heroes 3? I mean, do your best not to get into spoilers. I know it's tough. Like, I literally could not tell you everything that was on my mind when we first talked about it, but, yeah. I mean, positives, negatives, what stood out to you as being an improvement, you know, what was a downgrade, which I can go ahead and guess what you're thinking about with that. Also trying to kit bash a rocket launcher from the grenade launcher model in XCOM 2, and God, can't get the normal maps to import and look correct. Yeah. For a mod? Are you doing that for like a mod? Like combining models together? the final Evangelion movie came out. Seems pretty good. I have yet to start watching the Rebuild movies. I know it's like a different take on the original story. That's as much as I know about it. They added a new pilot, Mari, I think. Seen a lot of fan art for her. I've been told the reason why they couldn't give, like, they wanted to have a character with glasses in the original, other than Gendo, of course. But glasses are very difficult to do in animation, because it's technically an inanimate object, so it's not nearly as flexible as, you know, like clothing. So drawing glasses on a character is pretty tricky to do in animation. And of course it depends on the shape of the glasses. You could just, you know, do the traditional giant circles for the glasses, but for Mari, I think her glasses are like square, right?
We follow you around. That's how you fight loneliness. You laugh at every joke.
You know, I should have done this like on a vector layer so I can actually move the shapes, but you know, it's whatever.
Drag your blanket blindly.
Doing things the hard way is always been my way.
And fill your heart with smoke. And the first thing that you want will be the last thing you ever need. That's how you fight it.
Thought that RL 2.0 using the model from Enemy Unknown was weird, so I had a plan to make that one that used the grenade launcher among other bits and bobs. In No More Heroes 3, after we talked about it, it went with low expectations, and it did start off weak for the first 2 to 3 hours, but once they started subverting what you think is going to happen, I got hooked. Yeah, I mean, No More Heroes 3 is just entertaining. Like, I always look forward to the next boss fight, or, you know, the next story beat. Glasses are hot as hell, though. Yeah, glasses are fantastic. Like, I don't think I originally had that kind of fascination. I think it's just one of those things where, you know, I've been on the internet long enough, and it just hooks you. It's like, yeah, I wasn't really into glasses until, you know, the internet. It's like, okay, I understand now. But, yeah, glasses are great. They're tough to draw, but they're great. And I guess that's also the appeal, you know? Also, there's like some sort of psychological element to it, like with glasses. Like, we associate glasses with intelligence and like this sense of maturity. So when we see it on a character that we also find attractive in their own right, putting glasses on top of them, it's like, okay, whoa. Neurons activated. The combat is the most satisfying in the series, and they did a really good job of making the end combat stress reliever. Yeah, I love the combat in No More Heroes 3. Of course, I still have a soft spot for No More Heroes 1 and 2. I mean, the combat in all the games is, like, satisfying. TSA is weird, but even then, like, you get into, like, a rhythm. It's weird. I don't think I don't think anyone can go wrong with any of the combat in any of the games. They're just that good. I think my only complaint is No More Heroes 3 doesn't have any more swords. You get the one sword and that's it. Like, this sword is just like, it's supposed to be one size fits all. But I liked in No More Heroes 2, you had all these different swords for different situations. Like, this one's good for crowd control, this one's good for bosses, you know? This one's like an all-arounder. You don't get that option in No More Heroes 3, which is a tremendous shame, in my opinion.
Tell me she like boys and girls. Oh well, that's
Also, I've been getting into Beyblades again. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's been very fun to play them. Hey, don't feel bad. I still love Nerf guns. I literally have like an arsenal of Nerf guns. Yeah, I always look forward to what Nerf can think of next.
when I think about it. I just wanna cool with a little cool with the same cool.
See, I don't feel bad getting back into Beyblades. I still have my Nerf guns, and they're just fun to have. And you can fire it indoors. That's the one advantage you have against Airsoft.
So what did you say? Why don't we dip to the crib with some shit? My gang got a cracking like lips in the wind.
I mean, at one point I was considering getting into Airsoft, but I'm like, I don't know, man. One, it's pretty expensive, you know, if you want to get like some decent Airsoft guns, it's gonna cost you. And on top of that, the gear as well, and you also have to schedule places to go. You got to get a team together, or I guess you can do free-for-all. It's just way too much. And of course, you know, with the whole pandemic, yeah, good luck doing that. It's like, you know, with the money I'm gonna end up spending on Airsoft, I might as well just get the real deal. Or, you know, get more Nerf guns. But, plus, just the whole mechanics behind it is just, it breaks it for me. Like, in a video game, you know, like Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever, you can just hop in and play it, you know, win, lose, it's whatever, just start a new match. But Airsoft, it's like, you lose, and that's like your entire day just shot. So that kind of sucks. I guess that kind of goes with sports in general. It's like you set up to do like a football or a baseball game, and you try really hard and you end up losing, and it just feels like your whole day is just gone, which, you know, kind of is, with the amount it took you to set up the game and then to get all those people together and actually play it. It's like, jeez. This is why video games have taken off so well in the 21st century. It's easier just to get a lot of games in. Like, Splatoon 2. What's great with Splatoon is, like, matches are like 3 minutes, and it doesn't feel like 3 minutes unless you're getting your butt handed to you. But, yeah, like, in 15 minutes, I can play 5 matches of Splatoon, provided the connection is solid. Because, you know, on the Nintendo Switch, a lot of people are using the McDonald's Wi-Fi, which is a shame, but, you know, what can you do? Can't believe they had a Rocky 2 reference. Yeah, that was hilarious, but I also feel like they only added that character in just so they can have a Rocky reference. I think that's another complaint I have, not to get into spoilers for No More Heroes 3, but they keep introducing all these characters, and for what feels like a one-off thing. And to be fair, a lot of these characters are actually introduced in Travis Strikes Again, but like, I think one of my bigger disappointments was Dr. Juvenile from Travis Strikes Again. She has like 2 scenes in No More Heroes 3, in the intro and the finale. That's it. You know, for a character that was so important in Travis Strikes Again, she only shows up like 2 times. I thought that she was going to be your navigator, but then they introduced Jean, who talks now, and it's like, okay. Could they not, like, get Dr. Juvenile to fit that, or they just really wanted Jean to talk? Which, to be fair, she did talk in Travis Strikes Again, but I always thought that Travis Strikes Again, Travis can hear Jean talk only in his mind. No one else can hear it but him. But, yeah. And I wish No More Heroes 3 had more customization options, because you don't get any jackets. Yeah, like... Also, if you want to get the old school t-shirts, you have to have save files from the other games, so... They give you the No More Heroes 1 jacket, but if you don't have a No More Heroes 1 save, you don't get the shirt, I don't think, right? Command Strike Elite is probably the best they've done. Elite 2 is just weird. See, I haven't actually kept track of, like, the... not seasons, but, like, the brands of Nerf. It's like, oh, hey, that's a Nerf gun. I'm gonna go get it. But yeah, I do know that they have, like, different... I guess, tones? Like with what you said, the Elite. The Elite is like, hey, if you're gonna do, like, a tournament, this is the Nerf guns that you'd use for it. Like, they're optimized in a way that is practical in a Nerf tournament environment. I wore the hoodie for the rap battle, the fuck racism hoodie. It's so good. I love that thing. It's so good. If I wore that during the Rocky 2 reference, that would have been the best, but I had something else. I think I was wearing the Travis Strikes Again shirt. But yeah. Did you watch the new Space Jam? Oh, I haven't seen the new Space Jam yet. I've been hearing like half and half. Like, some people love it and some people hate it. Like, I haven't seen the original in a long time, so I need to just go ahead and watch the original and then immediately watch the new one. Because I feel like... I mean, that's what I did with Resident Evil 2. Like, before I played Resident Evil 2 Remake, I went ahead and just played the original again. Like, it's been, like, years. Played all 4 scenarios, Claire A, Claire B, Leon A, Leon B. It was great. It was probably the best way I could have ever experienced Resident Evil 2 Remake. Though it did, of course, make me a little disappointed that Remake cut out like half of the campaigns. Like, it doesn't matter if you play as Claire first or second. The only thing that changes are the cutscenes before the first William Birkin boss fight. Like, after that, it's pretty much the exact same cutscenes whether you played Claire first or second, Leon first or second, which is a tremendous shame, in my opinion. I do like what they did with the story, with a lot of the characters. Like, Annette Birkin actually feels like a human being, and she's not just like a one-track mind, even though they do lean on that in the remake. But just fantastic. I love what they did with the story for Remake. But of course, you know, the original is still great. Like, the perfect remake would just be combining those story elements with the original Resident Evil 2. But, you know, I think Capcom was still trying to find their rhythm, and even then they kind of messed up a little bit with the Resident Evil 3 remake. Elite just refers to the design style. Ah. Functionally identical. Yo, how's it going, Walnut? Kind of teared up a little bit when Annette died, and I wasn't expecting it. I was like, wait a minute, hang on. I think I teared up a little bit when Annette died in the remake. When Sherry kind of gave her, like, you know, a goodbye kiss, and I'm like, oh, they didn't have to do that. That's too much. I don't know, just like little gestures like that just break me. What else? I was a little annoyed though. I've already platinumed Resident Evil 2 Remake, And of course, when you're gonna platinum a game, you're gonna play it multiple times, and when you do that, you're gonna start seeing more flaws. And even on my last playthrough of Resident Evil 2 Remake, the first William Birkin boss fight is the most irritating. Like, he has just so much health. Like, this is the first boss fight in the game, and then he's just there to waste ammo. And, you know, I didn't find this out until later, but I don't like the fact that Resident Evil 2 Remake has, like, an adaptive difficulty, kind of like an AI director. Like, when the game knows that you're doing a little bit too well, they give enemies more health and they make them more aggressive. Which, to be fair, Resident Evil 4 did that. But it wasn't nearly as blatant as it was in Resident Evil 2 Remake. Like, you would dump, like, 15 rounds into somebody's head and they're still coming at you. Which is absolutely ridiculous. It's like, you feel like you should be rewarded for your headshots, but it's like, if the active director? The active difficulty? Adaptive difficulty, there you go. The adaptive difficulty thinks, oh hey, you're nailing headshots pretty well, so let's just make zombies ignore headshots. I hate that so much, and I get it, you know, we're supposed to make the zombies, like, really difficult to kill because, you know, they're zombies, but it's like, buddy, you're kind of incentivizing me to play worse so the enemies have less health. In fact, I've seen, like, speedrun strats where people purposely miss or shoot the wall so that the adaptive difficulty goes down during the speedrun. And I'm like, that's terrible. Like, from a logical standpoint, it's like, dude, you shot this zombie in the head like 15 times. By this point, his brain should be more lead than actual brain matter. And even if you don't hit the brain, it's like, you've shot the zombie in the face like several times. They shouldn't be able to see because you shot their eyes, you shot their mouth. You shot their mouth, they shouldn't even try to bite you. Like, functionally, they should just stop being a zombie. It's like, it reminds me of Dead Space 1 and 2, where if you damage a necromorph enough, like, you start blowing off their limbs, they just stop. It's like, hey, this necromorph is just useless to the cause, so it just gives up. I'm gonna watch a stream while I do homework and then go to sleep. Okay, that's cool. I mean, it's not really a ASMR stream, but I'm flattered. 2020 was rough, but 2021 has been a much better year. Yeah, I would say this year's better. I mean, still rough. I mean, we're not gonna, like, try to downplay how tough it's been for a lot of people, but compared to last year, which was just like an abyss, it's like, my memories of last year are, like, non-existent. I can't even remember what I did last year aside from just stay hunkered down and trying to not, like, get the Rona. But yeah, this year's a little bit better, you know. Still cautiously optimistic, but, you know, keep on keeping on. I gotta play Psychonauts 2 and No More Heroes 3 so that alone redeems. Yeah. I think the next thing I do is replay the original Psychonauts and then go ahead and cop a copy of Psychonauts 2. Also got the best job I've ever had. Putting the video gamer in my name. You know it? Well, I've been going pretty good, but everywhere I look, most people have been suffering. Yeah, it gives you, like, this guilty feeling when you're doing better, right? You're doing okay, and then you see somebody else and they're clearly not doing okay. It's like, you don't want to say anything. But, you know, from my experience, it's kind of the opposite. Like, as long as you're not rubbing it in their face. Like, sometimes it's better to hear good news than not to hear anything. Like, if somebody's suffering, it's like, you know, sometimes giving them good news somewhere else is enough to brighten their day. Like, give them hope that, you know, the entire world isn't ending, even though it feels like it is. Again, as long as you're not rubbing it in, you give them something to look forward to. It's I like hearing good news. Shit, it's better than what I usually hear, so... really just depends on who you're talking to, really.
Reaching out, shine away, don't feel like you gotta stay. Better keep it just me, it's better that way, trust me. Despite our distorted and selfish heart, really you and I are not alike, so let's keep apart. I'll kick it just me, lonely, forever, cause whenever I stop and I look in your eyes, I realize that you just exist within my mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hit or miss situation because, like, in some areas, yeah, the coronavirus has united people, or it's like, hey, we're trying to stay alive, stay healthy, but in other places, it's like, no, it just made things worse. In fact, it highlights, like, the worst parts of humanity. Like how, you know, America has politicized masks.
Found myself here again. Guess I gotta tango with the fear again. Low lights, Shibuya nights, my favorite time. Nice to meet you, nice to see you. Hot the beat, the kuro aside.
Every time I make progress this year, I hit a snag in the road, but I've lost more this year than I did last year, but I think I've gained more experience. Yeah. I do feel that kind of pain, where it's like, some days you just want everything to go right, and, you know, you hit a roadblock and you just have to adjust. It's like the same plan that you worked on last time just doesn't work now, which is frustrating, but, you know, you said it yourself, you got more experience. I guess it's adaptive difficulty for really real life.
No doubt, I'm allowed to be a little pessimistic. Work until I pass out.
Yeah,
Escape it, am I really gonna risk it? All because I miss you, I don't intend to fix it. I'm grinding, but what if it's a waste of time for me? Imagine that I
Doc
climb
Ock.
a mountain, but the
Oh,
sun
yeah.
is empty. It always ends over
In a new Spider-Man.
Back to hell and it just
How's it going, Malachi?
over there screaming about you, I'm still in America. Dreaming about you, without you, I'm doubting myself when you're clouding my mind. Even so, what a chance I deny. Kage woes, there's a Kedio chasing a shadow of someone I don't know. But someday I'll grow up finally and say it in my own voice. No choice, on it. Fool myself that when it comes to you and me, I don't see potential for no happy ending. Kishinade kotoba iranai tonight, baby. Demo real runny hanashitai. I'm still wondering out of all the words that I could say to you, maybe you would understand all the ones that matter. I'd much rather lie and tell myself that if I knew, then maybe you could be with
Adaptive difficulty in real life is when you go to the hospital and get the bill.
myself. There never was a you and me. I don't see a reason for a happy end.
It's like my first day on the force and I have to deal with a zombie infestation.
Tonight, baby. I'm still wondering.
I do like that in the remake, they just straight up just have Leon show up, and he's not in uniform yet.
I'd much rather
Like, they told him to stay away, but he still went there anyway. So it just goes to show you, like, the lengths he'll go to try to be all he can be. Like, he didn't have to show up to work that day, but he did. Oh, one thing I didn't really appreciate that much with Remake's ending, Resident Evil 2 Remake, the ending is kind of weird. Like, regardless if you play as Leon or Claire first. Like, in the original, they had to stop the train because Birkin was like climbing through, right? But in this one, it's like, no, we just need to disconnect the other car, and it'll be fine. And that makes more sense because it's like, all right, how are we supposed to outrun the explosion? We kind of need to keep the train intact to outrun the explosion. But at the same time, it's like the whole train was gonna explode. Like, it wasn't the facility. Like, that was its own explosion. It was the train itself that was gonna explode because, like, the train knows that there is a biohazard on board, so it's gonna detonate the whole thing. So it's like we have to stop the train so we can get off of it, and then we can run off. We can outrun Birkin. He's not that fast. He's gonna be stuck in a train when it goes off. And during that, in the original, when they're trying to get off the train or to get it to stop, Sherry is actually like the one that saves them both, all three of them technically, because she's small enough to get into the vents to get to the front of the car, the front of the train, and she actually finds the emergency brake. They took that out in the remake. Like, Sherry is just kind of there watching all this happen. She's kind of useless for like the entire thing. And I'm like, why did they take that out? Like, they did such a good job with all the characters, but they just took out Sherry's most pivotal scene from the original, where she saves both of them. They took that out in the remake, which is weird. And then they had that scene in the remake where that truck driver gives him the middle finger, and I'm like, why is that here? I feel like that's like a personal thing. Like, that happened to one of the developers of the game, and they just had to put that in the game, where like a truck driver just flipped him off and didn't give him a ride. It's just such a weird way to end the game. It's like, why? Like, the original ending to Resident Evil 2 was good on its own right. In fact, depending on what order you played the original, it's actually one of the funniest endings I've seen in a game. Or I just bust out laughing. I think it was, if you play as Leon first and then Claire second, the game ends with Claire being like, I gotta find my brother. And then the credits roll, and it's like this heavy metal music, and I'm like laughing because it's like the weirdest timing. Like, the game ends with her saying, I gotta find my brother, and it's just guitar. They don't have that in the remake. It's just kind of weird. Like, all right, they got flipped off by a truck driver, and that's it. Roll the credits, I guess. What's everyone been up to lately? Well, I actually started replaying Resident Evil 3. I feel like I'm like on a Resident Evil marathon. I just platinumed Resident Evil 2 Remake. So I'm like, you know what? I might as well go back and play the original Resident Evil 3. I'm not gonna play the remake, God, no. I'm good. But I will play the original Resident Evil 3. And let me just say, I haven't finished it yet. Well, actually, two things. One, I think most of my memories of Resident Evil 3 are from watching other people play it. I can't remember if I've finished it myself. I don't think I have. So, yeah, it's weird going back to an old Resident Evil game, realizing all my memories are false, just watching other people playing. But holy shit, Resident Evil 3, the original, is like one of the hardest classic Resident Evil games I've ever played. I haven't even finished it yet. It's really, really fucking hard. And I'm like, I don't remember this being this hard, and at the same time, I'm like, well, of course I don't remember it. I don't think I actually finished it. But yeah, Resident Evil 3, the original, is really fucking hard. And not that they give you a choice, because you have two difficulties. You have easy difficulty, where they give you all the guns in the game at the start. And then you have hard mode. That's it. Easy or hard, that's the only difficulties you have. And of course, you know, the preferred way to play Resident Evil 3 is hard mode. So I'm like, alright, well, I don't really have much of a choice. There is no normal. So I have to beat it on hard. Fair enough. But holy shit, Resident Evil 3 is really fucking hard. Like, I cannot emphasize it enough. Like, at a certain point, I stopped being scared of Nemesis, and I'm, like, more irritated whenever he shows up. Like, he is a force to be reckoned with. And, Resident Evil 3 is, like, the most experimental in the series. Like, they added a dodge mechanic. They introduced crafting. You can make bullets, you know. They have these moments where you can choose what you want to do. Like, do you want to run from Nemesis, like in this set piece, or do you want to fight him? Like, you actually have a choice. I mean, you always have a choice, like, outside of those situations, but Resident Evil 3 makes it a point where, no, there's actually set pieces where you can handle things differently. I gotta go. Alright, well, take it easy, user. Thanks for stopping by. I gotta fly my brother finally starts playing. Sherlock Holmes. But yeah, to make things worse, Resident Evil 3, the original, they, at certain points, they randomize enemies, items, and puzzles. It's beyond infuriating. Like, I would reload my save because, like, oh, I died, or I used too many resources. And I go to an area, and I'm like, they changed the enemies. It's like, instead of zombies, there's snakes. They changed the items. There's no longer gunpowder here. The puzzles, the numbers are different. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, dude. Like, why? Like, this is like the one thing I look forward to in Resident Evil is, like, I remember how to do this puzzle, or I remember where the gunpowder is, or I remember how many enemies are in this room. But Resident Evil 3, the original, takes that away. It's like, no, we're randomizing shit. Like, at certain points, but these are points that are, like, pivotal. Where it's like, I'm expecting to find gunpowder here, and it's not here. And I looked it up, and it's like, you thought adaptive difficulty was bad? Like, Resident Evil 3... the original was like, hey, we don't want you to have too much ammo or too much health, so we're gonna, like, change the game. We're gonna add enemies or take enemies away so you never get comfortable. And I'm like, fuck. Like, I already finished the clock tower. I already finished the hospital sequence with Carlos. And I'm already, like, debating, like, I don't think I'm gonna do a second playthrough of this. This is, like, the most irritated I've ever had with a classic Resident Evil game. For a modern Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 6, no contest. But for classic, I'm like, I don't look forward to playing Resident Evil 3. I'm like, this is, like, the most I've died in a Resident Evil game that isn't 6. It's fucking outrageous how difficult Resident Evil 3 is. And, like, you know, we always complain about Resident Evil 0 or Code Veronica, but that's, like, controlled chaos. At least when I play 0 or Code Veronica, if there's gonna be handgun ammo here, it's always gonna be here. Like, I don't have to worry about that. Or this room has, like, 4 zombies in it. There's always gonna be 4 zombies in this room. Nothing's ever gonna change that. But Resident Evil 3, it's like, no. Like, you enter a room, and it's like, whatever the AI director or the active difficulty guy wants to throw at you, you just have to deal with it. And there's an appeal to that. Don't get me wrong, there's an appeal to that. Like, the game never lets you be comfortable. But, fuck, for a Resident Evil game to do that, when every other Resident Evil game doesn't do that, it's rough. Like, I'm honestly debating on whether or not I should do a second playthrough after I finish this playthrough, because... jeez. Also, the dodge system, by the way, which I think is neat when it works. But sometimes Jill just doesn't dodge in a way that is advantageous. Like when you're fighting Nemesis, for instance. Sometimes Jill would just duck, and then she would immediately eat a combo afterwards. Like, you do not have iframes when you dodge in the original Resident Evil 3. Sometimes you actually have to dodge twice, and even then, sometimes 3 times, because Jill does the duck instead of the roll. So, and again, if you die, you gotta reload your save, and now you don't know what the enemies are, where the items are. It's just like... It's like the most stressful experience. I'm not even scared. Like, normally I have like the whole big coward thing in the title. Like, if I were to do like a live stream of Resident Evil 3, I'm not even gonna put big coward. I'm just gonna be like super irritated like half the time. I mean, I don't want to bash the original Resident Evil 3 that much because, again, it's a classic. You know, it's a classic, but jeez, man, I'm already like, I'm just waiting for me to finish this so I can get it over with. I mean, there's some cool moments. I think Carlos is cool. Nemesis is cool, obviously, except, you know, he's irritating. I love the set pieces. The clock tower is cool. But my gosh, this is like the most irritated I've been with Resident Evil. Like, wow. I'm kind of glad I didn't live stream Resident Evil 3 because I was dying like every 5 minutes. Like, I could not find my rhythm, and I think that's what bothers me the most. It's like, you know, whenever I play like a Resident Evil game, it takes me a minute to get my rhythm. With Resident Evil 3, it's like, again, I'm not ever comfortable, so have to take my punishment, I guess. Bruh, 2 sandwiches and 2 burgers? Damn. Going beast mode, huh? 2 number 9s. Number 9 large. Number 6 with extra dip. Number 7. 2 number 45s. 1 with cheese. Large soda. How's it going, Azzy? DJ? What's up? Yeah, well, that's enough of me ranting about Resident Evil 3. I haven't even finished it yet, so guess I'll hold my final thoughts till it's done. Rip and tear until it's done. What's the most disturbed you've ever been in a game? E.T., I guess. Like, PT, I haven't even finished. Like, that horror game is just way too much. But I guess disturbed from, like, a fundamental level, not just, like, you know, the usual. Good question. I feel like it's one of those situations where if something's too disturbing, my brain just like blocks it from memory, so I don't have to like think about it all the time. Let me think. New music track set? Yeah, appreciate it. Like, Spotify's really good with their algorithm. Usually when I play a song, they just immediately follow it up with a song that is similar to it. So it's nice. I mean, I think, like, probably isn't the most disturbing moment, but I think, like, the earliest I can remember me having a moment where I'm like, this video game's too much for me to handle is actually with Indigo Prophecy. Like, they have this, they have two sequences, actually. You play as Carla, she's like a detective, and she's, like, super claustrophobic. And there's, like, two moments in the game that, like, really dig into that. And I just hated playing these levels because they were just way too stressful. There's one where she's, like, in this very, like, small, archive room. Like, very small archive room. And it's dark and dusty. And there's nothing happening. There's nothing here that could straight up kill you. But the music and the fact that you're in this environment that the character that you're playing as is just not comfortable with, it messed me up. Like, you have to control her breathing, otherwise she's gonna have a panic attack and she's gonna run out of the the archive room. It's like, for such a simple concept, it's like they did such an amazing job just bringing the fear, even if you're not claustrophobic. Just the way that they did the level was just fantastic. And then they bring it back again later when you're trying to escape a insane asylum and the power goes out. And you have to pretty much do the same thing. You have to control your breathing and you have to navigate your way through the dark out of this insane asylum. And it was like the most stressed I've ever been at a young age. I really shouldn't have been playing Indigo Prophecy, like, was it like back in middle school? But yeah, that messed me up. And funny enough, I didn't start playing Resident Evil until high school, I want to say. And I didn't play it until Resident Evil 4. Like, I played Resident Evil 4, it was amazing, and I'm like, you know what, I should go back and play the original games. Like, I think I played, like, the first Resident Evil, like, a long time ago, but that was, like, at a cousin's house. So, yeah, that doesn't really count, does it? So, I didn't play Resident Evil myself until much later, starting with Resident Evil 4, then Remake, then Zero, and it just kind of took off from there. And I stopped playing Resident Evil after 6. Like, I was already getting tired of Capcom's shenanigans. It's like, oh, here's Umbrella Corps, or Operation Raccoon City. Like, I'm good, bro. I think I'm done with Resident Evil for a while. Chaos Child recently. What? Oh, No More Heroes 3 did a horror segment? Yeah, they did. Oh my gosh, that caught me off guard, and that was legit making me terrified. I'm like, oh no, Suda, don't do this to me. I don't play No More Heroes for the horror, please.
The men, the stars, your voice.
Got a nice laid-back playlist. Thanks. Now, the question is, after the stream is over, I wonder what songs are gonna trip up the copyright thingy. Because you know what's gonna happen. Can't do homework again because the music is groovy. Groovy. Yeah, I think after I finish Resident Evil 3, I'm just gonna go ahead and start playing Psychonauts, you know, take a break from Resident Evil. The residential evil. Been hearing nothing but good things about Psychonauts too. Plus, I gotta go back to Ghost of Tsushima so I can start playing the expansion as well. Ghost of Tsushima. 1,000 songs. You know, I was always debating on whether or not I should just have my playlist set to like shuffle, but I'm like, nah man, that's too dangerous. We're gonna go from jazz to like heavy metal in like 2 seconds. People aren't ready for that yet. You gotta open their eyes slowly, you see. accepted the danger. I am the danger. Tim Allen grunts. My steering wheel has an X button, so sometimes I have to press it a couple times so I get something I want to listen to. Yeah, that's another concern. I mean, sometimes you're just not in the mood for a song, despite how good it may be. It's like, if you're not in the mood, you're not in the mood.
Space girl, show me the stars. You know the galaxies of my heart. Girl, are you a cancer? 'Cause you make me cry when we kiss our death in the sky. We're dancing in the sky.
Hey Chloe, you ready?
My turn.
Space girl, I wanna give you a ring. I'm spinning on Saturn when you call me your little human thing. Ooh, space girl, you know that I'll never leave you. I'll stay glued, stuck to you, 'cause you know I'm a Libra. I wanna be your king or be your queen. Whatever you want, I'll be whatever you need. Girl, are you a cancer? 'Cause you make me cry when we kiss our death in the
I'm not a musician myself, but I feel like it's a similar feeling that an artist gets whenever they finish a picture. Eventually you do need to move on. It's like you just have to accept, hey, this is what I wanted to do with my current skill set. Could I do better? Maybe, but as I am now, this is as good as I can get. And, you know, sometimes that's actually more than what's needed, really. That's why sometimes whenever they do like a remaster for a song, people are like, I like the original better. So you didn't have to remaster it. The original was already more than good enough. But again, it's just really depends on the artist, really. Sometimes you get it right the first time. You just needed a second opinion.
space girl. I hope you play this song someday and think 忘れないで私のテレホンナンバー困った時ダイヤルしてほしいいつでも So every night 伸び続けているあなたの寂しさに気づいてた Loving you 5, 6, 7, 8 5, 6, 7, 8背の高いあなたが小さく見えるから
Audio itch.
旅立つ朝
Yeah, the important thing is that you yourself are satisfied with it. I mean, you may wake up the next day and think of something else, but first impression means a lot.
この愛に気づいたら Loving me 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7,
'Somebody once told me the world's gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking down with her finger and thumb in the shape of a nail on her head. Well, those years start coming, and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules, and I hit the ground running. It didn't make sense to live for fun when your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. When there's so much to do, there's so much to see.
Danny 8675309.
The back streets, you never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey, now you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey, now you're a rock star, get your show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break that mold. Know it's a cool place. They say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, but wait till you get older. The media men, they beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate getting thin. Well, the water's getting warm, so come on and swim. My world is on fire, baby, how about yours? And that's the way I live, and I never, ever get bored. Hey, now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey, now, you're a rock star, get your show on. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Somebody once asked, can I spare some change for gas? He said I need to get away from this place. I said that's a concept. Could use some fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years
Lo-fi all-star.
and they
Yeah.
don't stop coming. Fed to the rules, and I hit the ground running. It
You gotta
didn't make
admit,
sense
kinda slaps.
when your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb, and there's so much to do, or there's so much to see. So what's wrong? Take it the back street. You never know if you don't go. Oh, baby, you never shine if you don't go. Hey, now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey, now, you're a rock star, get your show on, get paid. And all that is gold. Oh, only shooting stars break that mold. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break that mold. Go, go, oh, go, oh, go, oh, go, oh.
I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire inside my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, whoa, mamma mia, here I go again. My, how could I resist ya? Mamma mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Yeah, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma mia, now I really know why I could never let you go. I've been angry and sad about the things that you do. So I made up my mind to tell you that we're through. But when you go, when you slam the door, I think you know that I won't be away too long. You know I'm not that strong. Just one look and
I am by all means not an expert when it comes to music genres, and a lot of it is because I listen to everything. Like, I grew up in the 90s, but my parents would be blasting 80s and 70s music, like, all the time in the car. And we'd listen to, you know, Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, Bon Jovi, Queen. So we just listened to everything, and it just stuck with me. Country, jazz. You like jazz? So yeah, as far as genres go, it's almost like what do you call it? It's pointless to me because I just listen to everything. But I do understand the need for distinction, you know. You gotta put something on the label. And I absolutely love remixes and mashups. They're like my favorite things to listen to.
Things you do
Neil CC Rega? Oh, he's great. Alright, have a good night, Walnut. Thanks for stopping by. Where's Michael's screams in this song? I have to go back and listen to Van Halen.
Since I licked you clean and left with no complaints, I jumped blindly into your arms. I'd never been so brave, and each day brings a storm I'm simply not prepared to face. And I sleep and I dream between my grave and your sweet face. But I'll be waiting.
Are you talking about the GTA song or this one? This one's from Death Stranding.
Mama bless me with confidence I'm destined to embrace, or feed me something that's strong enough to erase or replace. I'm fucking losing my mind and I can see it in my face. But be
The GTA song? Oh yeah. Too bad Rockstar is well, they're getting into the same leagues as EA and Ubisoft as of late. Banning and DMCA mods. Dan Houser and Laszlo have left for, you know, unknown reasons. And of course, it's been 8 years, and all they've really been doing is just releasing DLC for GTA Online, you know. So, pretty clear that they're only in it for the money. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is just their last breath of creativity, and the rest is just greed. You know, the irony, I guess. You just one more job.
It was late at night. You held on tight. From an empty sea, a flash of light. It will take a while to make you smile. Somewhere in these eyes, I'm on your side.
2013 was 8 years ago, yep.
You wide-eyed girls, you get it right. Fall back into place. Fall back into Tender is the night for a broken heart.
That's weird. Oh.
Who will dry your eyes when it falls apart? What makes this fragile world go round? Were you ever lost? Was she ever found? Somewhere in these eyes.
Welcome back, DJ.
Fall back into place. Fall back into place.
Schoolboy Q sample of this song. I think I remember hearing it during one of the song request streams. Kind of threw me back. It's like, wait a minute, didn't we already play this song?
Seconds slipped away. Slipped away. The ghost and the girl, commonly connected by something bigger, a phenomenon that sets off the eternal trigger. The light through that usually goes around and around and around. The girl and the ghost meet in the corridor. The girl and the ghost touch fingers and walk right through. The girl and the ghost feel so familiar and fearless. The girl and the ghost know each other like other people do. Oh, other people do. Other people do. The ghost and the girl, commonly connected by something bigger, a phenomenon that sets off the the light through that usually goes. And the girl commonly connected by, well, something bigger. A phenomenon that sets off the eternal trigger. It lets the light through that usually goes around and around and around. Usually it goes around and around and around. Usually it goes around. Goes around. It goes around. It goes around. It usually goes around. It goes around. It goes around. It goes around. Yeah, usually.
Always a tricky thing when I'm just doing black and white. So just how simple do I want to make it? Ruby remix.
slow dancing in the dark. Don't follow me, you'll end up in my arms. You done made up your mind, I don't need no more signs. Can you? Give me reasons we should be complete. You should be with them, I can't compete. You looked at me like I was someone else. Can't you see?
Gonna head out? Alright. Thanks for stopping by, Logistics. Have a good night.
When you gotta run, just hear my voice to you, shutting me out. You doing so great. You used to be the one to hold you when you fall. I don't fuck with your tone. I don't wanna go home. Could it be one night? Can you? Can you? Give me reasons we should be complete. You should be with them, I can't compete. You looked at me like I was someone else. Can't you see? I don't slow down in the Send me your location, let's focus on communicating. Cause I just need the time and place to come through. Send me your location, let's ride the vibrations. I don't need nothing else but you. At times I wonder why I fool with you, but this is new to me. This is new to you. Initially, I didn't wanna fall, but you gathered my attention, it was all for you. So don't take advantage, don't leave my heart damaged. I understand that things go a little bit better when you plan it. Oh, so won't you send me your
Thinking about that
location, let's
time new Joji
focus on
fans found out about Guilty Frank.
communicating.
Yeah.
I just need the
Yeah.
time and place to come through.
It's a rude awakening,
Send me your location,
but it's funny.
the vibrations. I don't need nothing else but you. I don't wanna fall in love off a subtweet, so let's get personal. I got a lot of cool spots that we can go. Tell me what's the move and I got you. I'm only acting like this cause I like you. Just give me the vibe to slide in. Oh, I might make you mine by the night then. Ship me your location, let's focus on communicating. Cause I just need the time and place to come through. Send me your location, let's ride the vibrations. I don't need nothing else but you. Ride, 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 come and vibe. vibe with me tonight. I don't need nothing else but you. Ride, 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 come and vibe with me tonight. I don't need nothing else but you. Nothing else but you. Oh, I don't need nothing else but you.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in a daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Some people go around the world for love, but they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do to do for love. You tried everything, but you don't give up. In my world, only you make me do for love what I would not do. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in a daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Although I only want the best, it's true. I can't believe the things I do for you. What you won't do for love. You've tried everything, but you won't.
I mean, it kind of feels like it's a little overproduced. I don't know. What do you think? I think I may have gone too far in a few places. I mean, there's beauty in simplicity, right?
Make me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love what I would not do.
Oh well. Overproduced, like I'm trying too hard. you know, sometimes you just add too much stuff to it when it looked better when it was just simple, you know? Because I think it looks good like this. I don't think I need to add anything else, really. Again, I guess it goes back to that question about, you know, when are you done? When am I done? We're done when I say I'm done, I guess. Yeah, I think I can stop here. I was gonna do another doodle, but I don't know. I don't want to make the stream a little too late. I have work tomorrow anyway, so yeah, I'd say this is a good stopping point as any. It's always fun chilling and vibing with everybody. So yeah, I'm probably gonna post this tomorrow. I don't think I really need to do anything else, but kind of made it a habit where I don't post anything until the next day. Sometimes I wake up and I start seeing something I could have, you know, done better. Okay. But yeah. Just gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Have yourself a good night, Zerdafrin. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Goodbye.
I said I want to marry you. You stuttered like, let's be friends. You're drunk, I'm not. I said I was, though. Rejection was as fun as getting belly. Snub nose.
Oh, Ray Nagasaki, you're still here. Cool. Looks better with the black background, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm still debating on it, to be honest. Yeah. Well, I'm not posting until tomorrow, so I got time to think. Big thonk. But yeah. Good night, Zerdafrin, Ray Nagasaka, and we'll definitely need to talk about No More Heroes 3. Full spoilers. So I look forward to that. If anything, maybe tomorrow, if you're off work, I'll get back online. Yeah. Y'all have a fantastic night, everybody. Bye.
And when it comes to crunch time, semester one will start soon. The pain doubles, hungover and foggy. And when I try to come over, it's probably kinda awkward, but the halo hung over.
You ready to do something profoundly stupid? Am I ready? Anytime.
It's time to tip the odds back in our favor.
Okay, it's game time.
Get in here! Oh, there you are!
this was it. It was almost over.
Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. I knew I could count on it. Never fails. Now then, let's get going.